If you're looking for ways to save and invest money so that you can buy your first home here in Canada, then stay till the end because this is one of the highly requested video of my clients na gusto kong i-share sa inyong lahat dahil sa video na ito ay pag-uusapan natin lahat ng kailangan mong malaman at maintindihan about our newest registered accounts here in Canada, which is the First Time Home Savings Account or the FHSA. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sheila, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because every week I will post videos where I simplify complicated financial concepts in a way na mas maiintindihan ng ating mga kababayan para marami pa sa ating mga Pilipino ang maging financially educated dito sa Canada. So let's get right into it. Ano ba itong FHSA or First Time Home Savings Account? Sabi dito, FHSA is a tax-free savings account designed to help first-time homeowners to save for the purchase of a qualifying first home here in Canada. Etong FHSA nga is one of our registered accounts here in Canada, which means that anything you earn within this account is sheltered from tax. Kasi nabanggit ko nga sa ibang videos ko na if you're growing your money outside registered accounts kagaya nga ng TFSA, RRSP, RESP, and in today's video, ito yung FHSA na pinag-uusapan natin, then you would be liable to pay huge tax on those various forms of income. And by using registered accounts, you will always save significantly more on taxes, and that will just mean putting more money in your pocket. And this also means more funds for your investments to grow and compound over time. Ang sabi dito, FHSA combines the advantages of an RRSP and a TFSA. Kaya sobrang powerful ng plan na ito kasi if you're a first-time home buyer, kasi lahat ng major tax benefits ng RRSP at TFSA ay pinagsama sa account na ito kaya nga siya tinawag na hybrid. Kagaya ng RRSP, lahat ng contribution o ilalagay mong pera sa account na ito ay pwede mong gamitin para pababain ang inyong taxable income o yan yung tinatawag na tax-deductible benefit. For example, if you're making $100,000 a year and makakapaglagay ka ng $8,000 dyan sa FHSA mo, in that 1 year, in the eyes of CRA, parang 92,000 lang yung kinita mo sa taon na yan. So essentially, in this case, you're being taxed on $92,000 rather than the $100,000. This could mean more income tax refund sa'yo, and itong refund na makukuha mo when you file your tax, pwede mong i-reinvest sa FHSA to accelerate the process of saving for your down payment. Ngayon, yung $8,000 na kinontribute mo o nilagay mo dyan sa FHSA mo, pwede rin siyang lumaki depende sa asset class na ilalagay mo sa account na ito. Kasi nga, just like any other registered accounts, think of FHSA as a box. Hindi kusang lalaki ang pera mo sa box or account na ito. Kailangan mo siyang utusan kung paano mo siya palalaguin. And I want you to know that FHSA is so much more than just simply a savings account. This is an investment account. You have to treat it as an investment account. Pwede mong ilagay yung pera mo dito sa FHSA sa stocks, bonds, ETFs, mutual funds, and many other investments with the goal of actually growing your money rather than just parking it away. And just like TFSA, you don't have to pay taxes on any investment earnings. So kapag lumaki yung pera mo in this account, it will grow tax-free. And lahat ng withdrawal mo dito to purchase your first home, it will also be tax-free. Now, kung maikli lang yung time horizon mo sa pagsisave ng down payment, no? Maybe we're talking about 1 to 3 years. Then you may put your money in guaranteed accounts such as high interest savings account or GIC. Pero kung ikaw naman ay batang-bata pa, maybe you're just 18 or 19 years old at sa tingin mo, medyo matagal ka pang bibili ng bahay, then I suggest that you invest your FHSA in the stock market para mas malaki yung growth ng pera mo over time. Pwede ka namang maglagay dyan kung ano lang yung budget na ma-afford mo monthly or bi-weekly and then use all your tax deductions Once na nag-work ka na at kumikita ka na in the future, once na maganda na yung income mo, kasi dun ka magkakaroon ng maraming tax savings. Pero at least maaga pa lang is nag-start ka na dito sa account na to at nag start na rin mag-compound yung investments mo over time inside your FHSA to help you buy your first home in the future. Now, let's talk about contribution limit. Ngayon, bago natin pag-usapan itong contribution limit na ito, mahalagang malaman mo na hindi ka magsisimula na mag-accumulate ng contribution space until mag-open ka ng FHSA account. Kasi hindi ito kagaya ng TFSA or RRSP na once na qualify ka ng mag-open, automatic nag-a-accrue na yung space kahit hindi mo sila i-open. Now, once your FHSA is open, pwede ka nang mag-contribute sa account na ito up to a maximum of $8,000 a year. And this is what it's going to look like. So if you open this account this year, you will get about $8,000 of space in 2024, then another $8,000 in 2025, another $8,000 in 2026, and in 2027, and in 2028, diyan ka palang magkakaroon ng 40,000 contribution space sa FHSA, which is, ayan nga, yung maximum lifetime contribution na pwede mong ilagay dito sa FHSA. Yan yung maximum na capital o pera mo na pwede mong ilagay sa account na to. We're not talking about the growth of your money in this account. We're talking about the capital or the money that's gonna be coming from your pocket na ilalagay mo dito sa account na to. Yan yung magte-take up ng contribution space. Now, a question you may be wondering is, what if you don't hit that annual limit? Meaning, hindi ka makapaglagay ng $8,000 a year dyan sa FHSA mo. That's okay. And let's just give an example. Let's say, mababa lang yung kaya mong ilagay. Pero for the purpose of this video, I'll use $5,000 as an example para easy lang yung number natin, okay? So, kung $5,000 lang yung malalagay mo sa account na to, what happens to the unused space, which is yung $3,000? Well, that contribution room would carry forward into the next year. So, ang allowable space mo next year would be the $8,000 space every year plus the unused contribution space na hindi mo ginamit this year. Okay? So, ang magiging unused contribution space mo is $3,000 plus the $8,000 contribution space next year. So next year, you will be eligible to contribute about $11,000 in your FHSA. But keep in mind that you can never carry forward more than $8,000 contribution limit the following year. Ang pwede mo lang i-contribute na maximum the following year is $8,000. So ang mangyayari dyan, ang maximum mo lang na pwede i-contribute in a year at any point in time is $16,000. So 8,000 from the usual contribution plus the maximum of 8,000 na pwede mong i-carry forward the following year. I hope that makes sense. Other things to keep in mind about your FHSA is it is possible to open more than one FHSA account. Pero syempre, the total contribution amount to all FHSAs cannot exceed the annual and lifetime contribution limits. And isang beses mo lang din pwedeng gamitin yung FHSA mo. Once you make your withdrawal to buy your first home, that's it. You cannot open another FHSA in the future. And keep in mind na ang deadline sa FHSA contribution is every December 31st of each year. We're filming this video on the second week of December 2024. So that means you only have a little over 2 more weeks left this year until the deadline. Kaya huwag ka nang mag-procrastinate at mag-open ka na ng FHSA mo. Kasi kagaya nga ng pinakita ko, it takes about 5 years to get the maximum space in this account. Kaya kahit wala ka pang kabalak-balak bumili ng bahay, it's still a good idea to just open this account para as early as now, nag-a-accumulate ka na ng contribution space. Dahil nga medyo maliit yung limit natin dito sa FHSA, dito sa account na ito, na 40,000 lang, you know, it may not be enough as a down payment depending on which province you live in. And dito nga sa BC talagang it's not going to be enough. So what you can do is if you have a spouse, make sure your spouse also open an FHSA account. Kasi especially if you both qualify. Kasi pwede nyo itong pagsamahin yung tig-isa nyong FHSA, both can have tax saving for a total of $80,000. So tig 40,000 kayo. pwede nyo itong ipunin and pagsamahin as down payment to buy your first home. Now, you also have the flexibility to use the RRSP Home Buyers Plan to supplement both of your FHSA. Okay? You can use them all at the same time. Pwede mong gamitin yung FHSA mo and your Home Buyers Plan together. And ang kinagandahan ng FHSA is you don't have to repay your withdrawal unlike the Home Buyers Plan sa RRSP. If you contribute to your FHSA, you also do not have to claim a deduction for that year. Instead, you can choose to use it in a future year. So para siyang RRSP deductions, pwede kang maghintay i-declare itong tax deductions na to into later years sa taong sa tingin mo mas magiging malaki yung income mo. Kasi maybe you're anticipating a promotion, a bonus, or a sale of your investment property, or whatever the case is. You would want to do this because in theory, you could make the contribution this year and choose to offset next year or future year's income where you're essentially getting more tax savings or tax refund. Like with other registered accounts, magbabayad ka ng 1% tax on any over contribution to your FHSA account. So mahalaga na malaman mo yung rules about these limits to avoid this hefty penalty. Ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin yung eligibility, okay? Number 1 is you must be a Canadian resident. If you're a newcomer, that's okay. You can still open an FHSA account. If you're a Canadian resident for tax purposes who has a SIN number or a temporary SIN number, you must be of legal age in your province of residence. Usually 18 years old yan sa ibang provinces, pero dito sa BC, including these other provinces here, ang age of majority is 19 years old. So, kailangan dito sa BC and including tong mga other provinces na to, kailangan 19 years old ka bago ka pwedeng magbukas ng FHSA account. You also must be 71 years or younger. And lastly is you must be a first-time home buyer, meaning you and your spouse or your partner must not have owned or lived in a home as your main residence, okay, during the year you opened this account or in the past 4 years. But let's say you only own rental properties and you've always lived with your parents or maybe nagre-rent ka lang, then you will still be eligible to open the FHSA account even though you already own some properties because it is rental properties. It's not really properties that you lived in. Now, a good question is, what if you don't end up buying a home and you open this FHSA account? Kasi di ba sinabi natin na kahit wala ka pang kaplano-plano, it's still a good idea to open an FHSA account. Especially if you are qualified first-time home buyer para nagsisimula ka ng mag-accumulate ng contribution space. Now, your FHSA can stay open for 15 years and that's a very long time. But if you never end up buying a home before the end of 15th anniversary of your FHSA account, then pwede mong i-transfer yung pera mo na na-accumulate mo dito sa FHSA na to into your RRSP account. And this is going to be tax-free. So yung rollover niya from FHSA to RRSP is tax-free. Walang tax implication. At ang maganda pa niyan is the transfer will not impact your RRSP contribution room. So this is essentially an added RRSP contribution space. This is actually a loophole to get more room in your RRSP. So sa madaling salita, if you're looking to get your first home dito sa Canada, FHSA is the best account and this should be your first option to use kasi mas mapapabilis dito sa account na ito ang pag-iipon mo ng down payment mo dyan sa pagbili nga ng unang bahay mo. At the same time, lahat ng withdrawals mo in this account, hindi mo na siya kailangang bayaran pa kagaya ng home buyers plan with RRSP. Once you maximize your FHSA, then that's the only time na magiging second option mo yung home buyers plan. That's the time when you can utilize home buyers plan from your RRSP and this is going to be nga your second option. And there you have it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit the notification bell para updated kayo sa mga bagong videos kong i-release every single week. Available na rin po pala tayo sa Spotify, Apple, and Amazon Podcast. I hope you learned a lot in our video today. If you need help in setting up this account, then feel free to message or email me. I will leave my email information below. Hanggang dito na lang at magkita-kita tayo sa susunod na episode ng She Loves Finance.